late August 2012, 49 Irish athletes arrived in London to compete at the Paralympics. By the end of the first week in September, they'd amassed an incredible 16 medals. Welcome to our look back at a team performance that inspired a nation.
Bethany Firth in lane 6, and she's gone off to a decent start. Very important that she remains in contention.
That was a great start, Dave. She used the underwaters well, reserving energy in her arms, and she came up right in level with the rest of the field.
And they'll be roaring her on in her hometown of Seaford, County Down. Bethany Firth in the 100-metre backstroke final.
Bethany is actually having an unbelievable race. She's leading the race right now. This is going into the first wall.
Well, it's Ireland who turn in first place. Bethany Firth, what sort of a kick has she got in her in the second 50?
Another great turn there, Dave. Using the underwaters again, reserving the energy in the arms for the last 25. And she's still leading. This is unbelievable.
Just under 25 metres still to go. It looks like Ireland are going to claim a medal here. What colour will it be? Bethany Firth for Ireland in lane 6. It could be an incredible moment. She's still in front. Can she hold on? She's been threatened down her side. Bethany Firth from County Down has won a gold medal for Ireland. What a moment. Say it loud, the women's 100-metre backstroke champion.
Absolutely incredible, Dave. She took that race by the scruff of the neck, led from the start. So much courage. Oh, unbelievable.
And she looks like she was out for a swim in her local pool, Barry. It has not fazed this girl in the slightest.
She made that look so easy. You can tell the work she's put in. She was so comfortable, Dave. And what's absolutely astonishing is PB this morning at 1:10.3 and just won that race with a 1:08.3. That's another 2-second drop.
Bethany, where on earth did that performance come from? That was absolutely brilliant. Well done.
I don't know, like the crowd and everything must have just boosted me on, and my prayer before and everything just made me go for it there. It was amazing.
Did it take you by surprise? It was actually a fairly comfortable win.
It was such a shock. I couldn't believe it when I looked at the board. I was like, oh my word. I thought I'd come third or something, but first is amazing.
So take us through the race. Did you have a particular strategy in mind or just go all out?
No, my coach Nelson just told me to focus on the turns and the starts and just keep going through the middle and you should do fine. But like this morning I hit my head to finish, so at least I finished with my hand this time.
Well, I mean, as you say, it must have been an incredible thing just to get to the final, and now you've won. You've won gold.
Oh my word, it's still a shock. I can't believe it actually. It's just amazing.
The word on the crowd, it must be fabulous performing in this arena.
You can hear them now, they're just amazing. It like pushed you to go further and it just pulls you through the water more. It's great.
Times like this, is all the sacrifice worthwhile?
Yeah, it's like all those early starts and all those like going to bed at 9 o'clock and sticking your routine and everything. It's just amazing.
Well, you've made an entire nation very, very proud. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you in the 200.
Yeah, bye.
Representing Ireland, Bethany Firth.
Here we go. 400 freestyle final is on. Solid start by Olsen. Going for 3 in a row. Solid start by McDonald. The chase is on. 8 seconds of the pool. And McDonald pushing up already, which is just Barry Murphy what we want to see.
That's exactly what we want to see. He's attacking this race from the start. He's gutsy, he's courageous. I'm really excited to see how it goes. He's trying to get out to as much lead as he can, knowing Olsen was a strong finisher.
The gap is 2.5. It's staying pretty constant. Horwood pretty much out of the equation now for the moment. 4.5 seconds down at the 150-metre mark. McDonald got that personal best this morning. Shaved 2 seconds off his lifetime best. 5:02.38. But Olsen stalking it. Following him all the way, making sure the gap, for the time being, isn't too strong, but McDonald visibly looks to be slightly further ahead. We've reached halfway. McDonald leads for Ireland. Olsen 2.9. The gap's widening.
The gap is widening. Dara's put the hammer down now. He's going to know exactly where Olsen is, and he's just got to stay focused, stay alert, keep his concentration, and close out this next 200 meters. This could be the biggest 200 meters of his life.
175 to go. McDonald still leading Olsen. The gap increased last time. Can it here? The 250 mark is on the way. But Olsen is 2. The rest are largely nowhere. Horwood fell back into 3rd. McDonald's advantage is now 3.6. 130 to go. Can he pull it off?
That was an unbelievable 50. He's just setting the pace. He's pulling apart. This is his race now. He knows it's his to lose. He's going to do everything he can to get on his hand on the wall first, and I think he's going to do it.
The excitement's got to be building now. Olsen is 2.5 times his age. He is a past master, trying to be a current one. But is it time for the next generation? McDonald, silver 4 years ago. 100 metres remaining. Leads for Ireland in the Paralympic Games. It's now 4.5 seconds.
This is one of the historical swims in Irish history. This is unbelievable. He's taken this race by the scruff of the neck. He's got the head down. He attacked it from the start. Unbelievable courage, guts, fantastic.
Darren McDonald, it's the penultimate second. Knows where Olsen is. May have a general idea of the gap. 50 to go from here. And then one straight 50-metre dash to the line. Darren McDonald leads strongly from Anders Olsen. The gap is huge. It's around 5 seconds. McDonald heading towards the end and glory.
This is it. This is the last 25. All that work that Dara's done is going to pay off. All the work with John Keeley down in Gorey and Athlone. This is it. Last 15 metres.
All decorum's gone now. Come on, Darren McDonald. For Gorey, for Wexford, for Ireland. Heading for the line. Heading for Paralympic glory in the 400 freestyle. It's gold for Ireland, for Darren McDonald. And Olsen will take silver. The positions in Beijing have been reversed. And Ireland has a new sporting superstar. Darren McDonald. It's Irish gold. Horwood takes the bronze for Britain. It's silver for Sweden. And gold again in the pool, in the aquatic centre. Belongs to Ireland.
It definitely does. It belongs to Ireland. Bethany got the ball rolling last night, and Dara has just absolutely done everything he can and brought gold home to the country, and we're all very, very proud of him.
Silver in Beijing. You've gotten one better this time round. How do you feel?
Yeah, I've no words for the moment. I dreamed of this for years and years and years, and it's just amazing it's finally came true.
Well, did it all just work out for you? You dominated from the start.
Well, I set out thinking that I'm going to try. I knew Anders Olsen is a good swimmer. I knew he'd be the one to beat. It'd be a 2-horse race, but I thought in my head that I'd try stay in front from the start and just try hold it. I knew physically I could hold it. It was down to pretty much a mental game in the call room and in the race, but it worked out well in the end.
For a while there, we thought the Paralympic record was under threat.
No, I knew in my heart that we wouldn't be getting anywhere near that. I didn't need another bit of training, another few years' time, another bit of experience before you can tackle that on. There's a lot of, it might be there physically, but there's a lot of mental pacing that you'd have to go through to match that. So hopefully next time.
What happened in the 4 years after Beijing? I mean, what do you do to prepare for an event like this after having achieved so much already?
Well, I actually took a year off in 2010 to do my junior cert, and I kind of needed a break. It was at that young age where you can't be training every day, every week. Like it just takes a mental toll on you. So I took a break then, and then came back. I had some problems with my back. I popped a rib out of place, so it took a year to recover from that. And then coming on, that was last year, and now everything since then has been a build up to here.
Just a fast pool. We heard it was fast in the Olympics.
Yeah, well, To me, I don't think it is. The tiles are very small on the floor, so you feel like you're not moving at all to me, but just proves that it's a fast pool the time I did there. So
great support here tonight.
Yeah, there's over 30 friends and family here, so I'm delighted they're here to share this moment with me.
How are you planning on celebrating?
Going back to the village and getting a couple of Big Macs, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Enjoy it. We're really proud of you. Well done.
Thanks very much.
The winner of the gold medal and Paralympic champion, representing Ireland, Tara McDonald.
18 years old, from Gorey, County Wexford, joins the annals of great Irish champions.
After the break, we'll look back at some stellar performances in track and field. Stay with us.
Smith in lane 5. Gutierrez of Cuba is in 6, and the other heat winner and Tutu of South Africa in lane 7.
We had a false start last night, so fingers crossed.
And Smith flies out of the blocks. He's already 2 metres clear. He's devouring the track. It's Smith against the clock. Keep your eye on the clock there. 10.46. It is another world record. Well, he says this environment is priceless to him. His worth to Ireland, well, beyond estimation.
Yeah, and it's times like this which makes the sport so worthwhile. 10.46, he won it at his ease. He is absolutely a class apart. He got a great start here. He's got fantastic technique, really low to the ground, only came up after about 20 metres, and look at the gap he had already. Driving his arms, he's got really, really good technique. Very, very relaxed. Didn't even dip at the end. He has got more in him, and I'm sure he's conscious of the fact he's got the rounds of 200 metres to follow this week. But what a great week for Ulster so far. Bethany Firth from County Down, a gold medal last night, and Derry's Jason Smith winning a 2nd gold medal for the province to go along with Wexford's Tara McDonald.
Jess, congratulations. World record, gold medal. It was the perfect race.
Yeah, obviously it was. I mean, couldn't have went too much better. Obviously the first and foremost important thing was to win, and hopefully, you know, obviously I wanted to retain that title, which I did, and going across in world record time is just makes it that little bit sweeter and an added bonus.
The champion from Beijing set the world record and the world alike 4 years ago, and now willing to do it all over again. 3 golds in Paralympic history so far for Jason Smith. Here we go. Smith won gold in this 4 years ago. Labson won the silver, but Smith qualified almost a second faster than the rest. Protos in 2, Chaui in 3, Gutierrez 4, Smith 5, Zverev 6, and Tutu 7, Loganov 8, and Labson is in 9. More history waiting to be written. Smith in 5, watch him all the way. He's already overtaken Zverev. He's not even hit the crown of the bend yet. Heading towards the closing straight. Jason Smith on his own, untouchable, uncatchable, and undeniably on his way to gold. 2nd of London 2012, and the world record's been demolished by Jason Smith. 21.05. He is the best, and he's ours.
Yeah, he said he wanted to break the world record. Will, it's exactly what he's ran. 21.05 is just off what he's ran ever. He's ran 20.94 once. 21.05 is a sensational time by Jason Smith, and he won that by a canter.
Smashed the world Paralympic record by 38 hundredths of a second, and once he hit the straight, he knew he was out on his own. He couldn't feel anybody behind him. Second and third, they're in a different postcode. Smith wins easily. It's now an 8th gold medal of the Games for Ireland, and Jason Smith has contributed 2 of those. He's done the sprint double. 2nd place to Labson, and 3rd to Loganoff.
Paralympic champion, representing Ireland, Jason Smith.
He is a great champion. The Usain Bolt of Paralympics, he's dubbed. Well, like Bolt, he's won again tonight. He's completed his double, did it in Beijing, has done it in London, receives his medal from Seb Coe, gets married in December. For Jason Smith, life's perfect.
What a moment. 80,000 people in the Olympic Stadium, presented by a double Olympic champion. And now
he is the Bolt of the Paralympics.
Four years of preparation, less than 2 minutes in which to channel it and deliver gold. And already going off hard is Brad Scott of Australia. It's Scott 1. McKillop moving in behind in 2. Charles du Toit of South Africa as the athletes break after the first bend run in lanes. And McKillop running on the shoulder of the Australian. And these two already starting to get away. And at the moment, you'd have to say, it is following the script that we expected.
Yeah, McKillop is in the ideal position. He's well under 2 minutes. The Australian hasn't broken 2 minutes in the first 200 was in 28 seconds, which gives him a target time at the bell of 56. So the Australian could well be going faster than he's capable of doing.
And McKillop, well, he's not even waiting for the bell. The bell being passed in 58.14. It's very fast indeed, and already McKillop is stretching 6 or 7 metres ahead of Brad Scott, and the Irishman is really going for it here. 300 metres to go. It's an imperious display. He's out on his own. It's shades of Sebastian Coe in his pomp here. He's left them trailing in his wake. Scott is a long, long way back. Michael McKillop, 600 metres past in 86. It's a one-man race. And beaten at Paralympic level for 6 years. He's going to extend that run. The lead is 25 metres. It's a golden night for Ireland. Super Saturday for Great Britain in the Olympic Games. It's Super Saturday for Ireland in the Paralympics. Gold for Michael McKillop, and he's done it in a world record time. Look at that. 1:57.22. It's a solo performance. It's a golden performance.
But what a special night for Irish Paralympics, and what a special night for Irish athletics. 2 gold medals on the track, 2 defending champions, 2 world records. Does it get any better than this, Martin?
I was watching you on the start line. You looked incredibly determined.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things. Whenever you've won something, you don't want to lose it to someone else. And going out there, I had a plan, and it came off today, and I'm just happy that it did.
Building on your own world record, was that the perfect race?
Yeah, that's a perfect race. You never know. If this field was that wee bit stronger, it could have went quicker. But breaking a world record at this stage, the year is perfect. I knew I was in good shape, so it's an honour to race in here and retain my title, but also break a world record again.
You were the first male athlete to set a world record in this stadium. That was back in May. You've done it again, so you obviously like this track.
It's a very, very, very quick track, and I like the track really a lot, and it helps when there's an 80,000 seat crowd around you cheering you on, because coming down the back street, all I heard was screaming and shouting, and I was just it was an honour to race in the stadium.
It must have been like running at home.
It was, it really was, and especially because my mum is here for the first time. She's been at a major championship, so to witness, for her to witness me win was probably something special for her, but it's an honour for me to showcase my talent to my mum and show that all the determination and hard work that she's had to put up with all through the 4 years of coming to London it's paid off, and hopefully it's an honour for her.
Final question, what can we expect in the 1500? More of the same?
Something special. Something special.
He's got 4 minutes to answer a big question here. Michael McKillop going for his 2nd gold medal of the Games. McKillop looks strong, he looks confident, and he is precisely where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, he's dictating the affairs at the front of the field, and that's what he needs to do. He looks confident, he looks relaxed, he's not going to expand too much energy because there's still 800 metres to go. Scott can do nothing because McKillop has the answer to any single thing that Scott throws at him, and he's just starting to extend his lead now, and it's exactly what he did when he set the world record in this very stadium 2 months ago.
2 laps remaining. Looks so strong, Michael McKillop, looks so assured. Brad Scott in 2nd place. Dean Miller 3rd for Britain. Gaps developing all the way. McKillop beginning to put the hammer down, really increasing his lead. So comfortable, so confident. He hits the bell. 3:05, 400 metres for glory and history, and it surely will be his now. The rest are nowhere.
Just listen to that gap behind him when the bell rang. This is the 1500 metres in the Paralympic Games. There's 80,000 people watching, and there's an Irishman leading now by about 40 metres with 300 metres to go. 63-second lap.
It was astounding running by McKillop on Saturday night to win the 800 metres. It's a classic double 800 and 1500. All he has to do is stay upright, and gold will be his here. Scott makes a big surge in 2nd place, but the main race is now only for silver because gold has been wrapped up. Michael McKillop turns for the final time. He's in the closing straight, and now he can wave to the crowd because he knows what's coming. The double is his. It's Ireland's. Michael McKillop, Paralympic champion on the double. 800, 1500, superstar. Brilliant. Another gold for Ireland, 5th in the Games. Scots takes 2nd place. Look to me, Otmani in 3rd. But from an Irish point of view, it's only 1st that matters. Michael McKillop, Paralympic record. Ireland's 5th gold of the Games. His 2nd. Time to celebrate.
What a dominating run by McKillop, and didn't you just love the way he waved to the crowd on the home straight, reminiscent of Eamon Coughlin when he won his first World Championship back in 1983 in Helsinki. A super performance for McKillop. They'll be celebrating long and hard in West Belfast tonight.
From Newton Abbey and Antrim, but whatever corner you're up, Donegal, Kerry, Wexford, you have every right to holler for this man. His performance was so confident, almost casually done.
Representing Ireland, Michael McKillop.
A national hero on the double. Michael McKillop, another dominant performance, receives the gold medal from his mother.
Well, isn't that one of the moments of the year in Irish sport?
After the break, we join Ireland's paracycling team at the velodrome and the outdoor track at Brands Hatch.
What can they do to try and get to that gold medal?
Well, they've nothing to lose now. They're in the final. It is down to the colour of the medal. They have to do something slightly different. The chances are still has to be ridden at a pace, so the chances are to probably go up maybe 2 inches on the gear, and they've nothing to lose.
What happens? I mean, if you ride a bigger gear, potentially you can go faster, but what are the implications of that?
It's harder on your legs, obviously, but obviously you ride at an optimum cadence, so an optimum cadence on a slightly bigger gear. See if we can get closer to the New Zealanders and see if we can worry them a little bit.
Last minute preparations for the New Zealanders as they steady the bike. Looks like they have a holder just to make sure they keep that front wheel steady against the beam. 12 laps of the track for Catherine Walsh and Fran Meehan. Slightly unsteady start, but they'll put that behind them and they'll try and get that big gear going as quickly as possible and get into their rhythm as best they can. It's a big challenge for them, but they've already set a personal best in this meeting so far. They're into a silver medal and gold medal ride-off. What's the colour of the medal going to be at the conclusion of the first lap? Well, they're about just under 2/10 of a second behind, and that could be an indicator that they have gone for a bigger gear, Hugh.
I would hope so. They seem to work hard at the start to get it moving, and they'd have to do something different. So I would suggest, yes, definitely a bigger gear, very slight bigger gear.
39-year-old Catherine Walsh, as Derek says, so experienced in Paralympic competition, and with Fran Meehan over the last few years they've really gelled into a world-beating partnership. They are the reigning world champions at the pursuit. Now 2/10 of a second behind, so they lost another few hundredths of a second on that second lap. So Philippa Gray is well into her rhythm. That was a world record time that they set this morning, and of course both teams will have given their absolute maximum, but it's also about their ability to recover.
Absolutely. Well, both teams, I expect at this level, would fully recover, but I know that the Irish girls will really be up for this. They will give it everything.
They'll give it everything. Why wouldn't they? Catherine Walsh, 39, as I say, Fran Meehan, 33, and they'll be cheering in Killuran in County Offaly as they charge around this 250-metre velodrome, giving their absolute maximum at the moment. It looks as if Philippa Gray and Laura Thompson are into a nice rhythm and controlling the distance between themselves and the Irish team as they go through the first kilometre with just 3/10 of a second between them. Now 1.2 seconds, so the New Zealand pairing are starting to open up a significant gap, but as we've seen in pursuit racing, you can't leave it all out there in the first 2 kilometres. You can pay a huge penalty for that. So have the Irish got anything by any way of response? It's been a wonderful performance throughout these games by all the Irish teams. The entire Paralympic paracycling squad have been very impressive, coming up with personal bests, season bests, Irish records, and now a silver medal performance. Is there any way back for them in this gold medal ride? 2.2 seconds. It's going to be a big challenge for them, but bearing in mind the gap between them after qualifying, you'd say this is a very impressive effort by Catherine Walsh and Fran Meehan. 2.5 seconds behind now.
Yes, indeed. It looks like they're not going to overcome the deficit in this one, but this is a medal most definitely won. They've come to this Games, they have improved on their time by a significant amount, and they're giving it a good go here, but I'm afraid they're just up against it on a very strong team today.
2 laps to go and 3 seconds behind, so they've pegged the gap between them, bearing in mind they were, almost 5 seconds behind at the conclusion of the qualifying rounds. If they're less than that at the conclusion of this gold medal ride, as Brian Nugent on the sideline cheers on the bearing of Catherine Walsh and Fran Meehan into their final lap of the velodrome. They've still got some road racing to go, but what an impressive performance so far. A medal-winning performance. It's a gold medal-winning performance for Philippa Gray and Thompson, as Catherine Walsh and Fran Meehan stop the clocks in 3:36.3. A hugely impressive performance from them, and I do believe it could well be another personal best, an Irish record for Fran Meehan and Catherine Walsh. If it's that, well, you can ask for no more than that. It's a wonderful silver medal performance from Catherine Walsh and Fran Meehan. They gave their absolute best, and they came up with a fighting performance in the final. What a moment. Catherine Walsh, at 39 years of age, contemplating retirement after these games. I wonder, will she be encouraged to stay on a little while longer? She's still a formidable competitor. and still setting personal best. This is a team that is still evolving. And Fran Meehan, a first Paralympic medal. A wonderful reward for all the hard work that they've done, all the training camps they've done, and all the hard miles that they've done in and around Offaly and Dublin. All the hard training.
Yes, indeed. Fran comes to Dublin 3 times a week to train with Catherine on the roads out around Swords. Common sight, you'll see the two of them.
Catherine, Fran, congratulations, Paralympic silver. Put this performance in context for us. Where does it stand in your career? Is it a highlight or would that be the World Champs?
It's the best yet. Like, we did our best. We came back and we went faster than we went this morning, and we did our best.
Those are tears of joy?
Yeah, absolutely. No regrets. I gave it everything we had, and this is what we earned. So thanks to everybody on the team, the coach, Dennis, Begsy, our parents, everybody that's helped us. Paralympic Ireland, Sports Council. Without all those guys and every one of them, we wouldn't be here. Thanks. It's been fantastic.
Catherine, it was a very quick race. Not quite world record time, but not far off.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose when we won in LA, we thought we need to up our game coming here and to get a chance to, and we thought we had done that in training and we were going really well, and to come in and, you know, this is for us to compete in front of such an amazing crowd and to deal with all that, and like the squad had got a few fourths, and I'm not saying we were under more pressure because of that, but you know, we really wanted to do well ourselves, and we, you know, like I think we did what we thought we could do, but they just went that bit faster. So delighted with how we backed it up, and you know, it's for Ireland's first Paralympic paracycling medal, so you know, hopefully it'll inspire a few more people to take up the sport and keep going.
I'm sure it will. Perhaps what a lot of people don't realise is that you have to fight against the odds because you don't have the facilities that a lot of other countries have.
No, I mean, we don't have a velodrome in Ireland, and you know, that's already putting us on the back foot, and for us to come in here and, you know, take on GB, and we thought, right, well, we've done that before, and we thought we'll do that again, and we bet them, and you know, they were reigning Paralympic champions, so just New Zealand pairing had improved so much, and they've really pushed the bar up, so we'll have to go and think about what we can do again if we want to challenge them. But just delighted with today and how we performed, and you know, the whole process of how we got to today. And it's been a long road, and some days we questioned ourselves, but we delivered, and I'm delighted. And it's a perfect day because our families were able to come, and friends and everything. So.
James Brown, forgive me for saying this, but you must be feeling so good. An outstanding performance.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel absolutely brilliant right now. I mean, that was a damn hard race, but I'm very pleased with it. It seemed to go well. I mean, we're fastest bikes so far as I know, and there's, I think, 5 more to come in, so just hope all of them don't beat us.
You were flying out there, incredibly quick.
It felt really good, I have to say. You know, Damien handled the bike so well. It's a great bike, actually. Very pleased with the bike as well. And it's a very demanding course for the pilot. And, you know, Damien handled that bike just amazingly well around that course.
We took a risk today. We rode what's basically a road bike. We came out in June, looked at the course, and decided upon it, and I think it made a big difference.
Seems to have paid off.
Yeah, looks like everybody else is on a time trial bike. Our little bit of research seems to have paid off.
Silver in the velodrome, bronze on the track. This has been an outstanding Paralympics for you.
Fantastic, yeah. We had nothing to lose going out there today. We hadn't really focused on the time trial, but we had bronze in World Championships and 2 silvers in the World Cup. So we knew we were handy enough at it. So we just went out there, relaxed, and just gave it everything we had. And going out in the last lap, we knew we were down a bit, so we left it out there, and it was savage, yeah. And the boys were third as well. It's fantastic.
It's been a brilliant day. Catherine, you hobbled back into the pits, so you obviously gave it everything.
Yeah, Brian said, get off the bike, and we said, we can't. So we had to take our time getting off the bike. But yeah, it was kind of, you know, talking between ourselves even a couple of months ago. We're like, do you know what, we're okay with that time trial as well, and if things go right, we could medal in that as well. And as Fran said, you know, we really had focused on the pursuit, and pressure was off. We had the medal in that, and you know, we were disappointed not to have won. I know the New Zealand girls did a phenomenal time, so I think we just said today, look, let's just go out there and throw everything we have at it. And it wouldn't be a course that would particularly suit us, and we really had to try and just limit our losses on the hills. And Fran rode technically superbly, and there was a lot of traffic out there, and she got us around brilliantly, so we're absolutely delighted with that. So.
Mark, well, 2 gold medals. I imagine if there was a Cloud 10, you'd be on it.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. 2 events on top of the world for both events, so overwhelmed at the response I got from the crowd that was there that travelled over from home, from the team. My coach Brian Nugent, manager Dennis Toomey, and the mechanic Jerry Beggs and Terry. They put in a lot of work, so I'm delighted for myself. I'm absolutely delighted for those guys, and for the whole paracycling team and Paralympics Ireland indeed.
You were dominant in the time trial. Today was a lot closer.
Yeah, some people said to me I was dominant in the time trial, but 11 seconds over 16 kilometres, if you break it down, it's 0.1 of a second for 100 metres. So it was tight, and I was up and down in that time trial. So I thought, that would really take it out of me for today. And like last year in the Worlds, some of the guys that didn't go so well in the time trial were up top for the road race to save themselves. And that was the case today. The guy that finished second, I think he was 3 or 4 minutes down in the time trial. So, the first couple of laps as they unfolded, I was a bit surprised with some of the guys that were hanging on. And then probably my main threat, he was just losing contact and he got a puncture at the wrong time. So I really feel sorry for him because, he would have worked just as hard as me and he missed out on a possible gold maybe. So, yeah, but listen, myself and Brian sat down maybe 3 months ago after visiting Brands Hatch, and we put a plan in place, and the plan was to get to the 4.5 laps out of the 6 and still be in the bunch. And then from that stage we had replicated attacks, where to attack, who could we attack, where to drop them, and it just worked out perfectly. I got to the finish line with the Swiss guy, and I'd taken him in the sprints before, so even though I let out the sprint, I'd slow down the pace. I had enough of a gap to third to play a bit of cat and mouse. So it was exciting. The whole day was an exciting day.
Join us after the break as we continue our look back at the London Paralympics. Catherine, Paralympic silver medal, what a time to throw the season's best.
Yes, exactly, and it's nice to get that medal finally. It's a dream come true after like 3rd Paralympics, and finally it's come true for me.
You competed way back in Sydney in 2000. You've come a long road. What a way to cap an excellent career.
Yes, I came 4th in Sydney in a final and then 5th in Beijing, and now to cap it off I've finally got that medal.
You were a little bit down on yourself after the club throw. You've obviously psychologically got back on the right track, and it's culminated in a fantastic performance.
Yes, I came 4th the other day in the club competition, which of course you would be disappointed with, but I just had to go back and concentrate on the club throw or the discus throw and get back into training, and that's all you can do, and it paid off today.
You threw the season's best with your first throw, so you came out firing.
Yes, I did, yeah, and as all the other throws were good throws as well, and it just kept going out and going out for me, so I couldn't ask for any more than that.
Representing Ireland, Catherine O'Neill.
This morning she held the world record. She doesn't anymore, but she's about to hold a lovely silver medal.
Yeah, a great day for Wexford, a great day for New Ross, a great Olympic town, of course. Produced Jim MacDonald and Andy Ronan both to the Olympic Games in times gone past, and I'm sure there won't be a cow milked in New Ross all weekend.
A great Games for Ireland. Great Games for Wexford as well, as their athletes are all producing the goods. Darren MacDonald last week winning gold.
Well, you are Ireland's latest medal winner. How do you feel?
Yeah, great. I'm delighted to be going home. I came here to get on the podium, so to go home with a bronze is absolutely fantastic. A little bit disappointed with the throw, but sure, at least I'm going home with something anyway.
Conditions tough out there?
Yeah, we were out there for a long time. It was 3.5 hours and it's the longest that we've ever been out for. There was a problem at one of the sectors, so it delayed us a good bit. But sure, look, that's just another thing you have to deal with, and I don't know. I don't think that it really affected my throws, but I'm going home with bronze anyway, so I don't really care how long I was out there for.
You came into this as a European gold medal winner. It obviously showed that you were in the right kind of form.
Yeah, although I think maybe I could have coped with the pressure a bit better, and that's definitely something that I need to look at going forward. Like, the World Championships are next year, and I like to know going into it that I've learned from my mistakes here. The girl that came second, I beat her earlier in the year, and I would have liked to have come and beat her again today, but I didn't, and there was only a couple of centimetres in it. So if I'd gotten in the second round and improved my score, then maybe I'd be sitting in silver position. But look, I can't be thinking like that now. I'm going home with my bronze, and I'm delighted.
Helen, you're going back with a medal collection. 2 bronze and a silver. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I couldn't be happier. I can't believe it's my first games, and to be able to walk away with 3 medals is amazing.
The silver, of course, an absolute highlight, but today you secured a bronze. How did it go for you today?
It went very well. It wasn't quite as special as it was on Sunday for me, but I thought my horse might light up a little bit more, but it's been a long couple of days for him, and his name is Mr. Cool, and he definitely lived up to that today. I'm really happy.
What about this fantastic bronze medal winning team?
Words can't say how over the moon I am. After day one we were lying in 6th, and 6th is such a respectable position. There's 16 teams in this, and to come to win a bronze medal is just phenomenal. It's such a great testament to all the hard work that everyone on the team has put in.
Back to County Wicklow and a huge celebration, no doubt.
I hope so, yeah. They've really rallied behind me. I've gotten so many messages of support, and it's just been brilliant.
I think we always privately hoped we would make a giant leap forward from what we've had done in the past. We had discussed privately with the sports council that we had a hope we might sneak to double figures, and that would have been beyond our wildest dreams. To come back with 16 medals was we just got on a roller coaster, and it just took off during the games day after day, and it was very, very special. Everything came together, both in terms of really our greatest showing. Really, it was our home games with thousands of Irish people there, family, friends. It was just nice. It all came together in London. I suppose it was only when we came out for the opening ceremony we realised, wow, this is going to be something special.
It was, at the end, amazing. And the way that the crowds took over the games, I mean, you can't ask for more than that. That's what produces that uniqueness, I think.
It all came together. Bethany was a little bit of a surprise that she won the gold, but she pulled off an extra 2.5 seconds in the final in front of 18,000 people. And it was the momentum we got from that. I know that night back at base, people were like, wow, Bethany's won a gold medal, fantastic. And then within 24 hours, we suddenly had 4 gold medals. And suddenly, wow, we're 8th on the medals table. And everybody in that team felt, you know what, we can win a medal here. It was a truly special time. Everything just came together nicely. And it was nice that at our biggest moments, the athletes had loads of their family members, friends, cousins, relatives, and really for the first time, I think the Irish public really got in behind the team back at home. We weren't aware when we were there how big it was at home, but certainly once we got home, we realised, wow, something really exceptional has happened this time.
Do it again, build on it, really develop relationships. I understand there are many sponsors now, supporting Paralympics Ireland, which is great. We need sponsors, we need some money, but we also need a great partnership with government. And because government can latch on to Paralympics and it can completely transform perceptions.
We're now in implementation mode for Rio. Plans are done, programs agreed across a 4-year basis, and identified really where our medal targets, where the focus of our investment support going to be. And in line with that then, we've already had our Paralympics Ireland talent search supported by Cadbury. That was on the 13th of October in UCD, and we had 400 new people that we weren't aware of with disabilities came in, and they met the team took part in the sport, and it was an incredible day, and it was very interesting to see the focus, particularly I suppose on Mark Rowan that day. I think every athlete came in with a wheelchair, wanted to meet Mark and have a go at the hand cycling. Same with Michael McKillop was there in the day, Darren MacDonald. There was a great sense of, wow, so close to London that all these people are getting a chance to meet the team and start their journey to Paralympic Games.
For me, it's been the best year of my life, you know, with not just the success, but I suppose the whole Paralympic Games, building so many friendships on the way to the Games, and then meeting so many people over there, and building so many relationships there, and then coming back to get the response from the people in Ireland. Being a hand cyclist, you're used to small crowds and stuff, and to get that much of exposure and a platform to show exactly what we're capable of, and I suppose to inspire the next generation. It's been a year that probably I'll never repeat again, you know. So it's fantastic.
The achievements are brilliant, and the medals are wonderful, and having them, and you bring them a lot of places, and people want to see them. But I guess the big goal is Rio, obviously, and people expect you to go out there and win again. So I just got to keep my head down, get fit, and keep performing, and hopefully I can come home with another 2.
It's been quite busy since I got back. The support from everyone was amazing, and I didn't actually realise it from being over there as much, but coming back is just great. My shoulder was quite sore after my race, so I had to take some time out, but I'm getting back into it, and it's all set for Rio, so fingers crossed.
And so Paralympics Ireland now turns its attention to Rio in 2016. And while 16 medals will be a tough act to follow, what the class of 2012 has shown is that with sheer effort and determination, greatness is possible.
She hold on. She's been threatened down her side. Bethany Firth from County Down has won a gold medal for Ireland. What a moment.